Hey guys, it's Rhea here and welcome back to the Hawaiiverse save file. We are doing part 2 of trying to rebuild Robin's nest from the reboot of Magnum PI, and we are tackling the exterior in today's episode. Now, obviously, it has been quite some time since I have posted the first part of this, and I'm going to be honest, it's because I absolutely chickened out the moment I realized, oh, you're gonna have to do the interior next once you're done with the exterior. And obviously, this is a massive house recreated from the Banyan estate, or actually Banyan house in Hawaii, which is of course linked down below if you want to see how it actually looks like instead of just in the Sims. And yeah, the house is massive. It also still doesn't feature the guest house, which is a story for itself. I don't even know if the guest house itself is going to fit on this lot or if I will have to just try and make it work on another lot. I do hope I will be able to squeeze it in here eventually in like part 10,000 or so. I'm just kidding. Obviously, it's not going to have that many parts, but yeah, I basically chickened out. Because, yeah, exterior is nice. Interior, not so much. There's like 9 guest bedrooms in this house. I think 2 or 3 kitchens, bathrooms. I don't even want to count at this point in time. And yeah, it's going to be a struggle for me for sure, because I will have to use platforms, which I love building with them, but I need a bit more time. And it's going to be interesting to see how I will try and make different elevations work, especially because I am building this on the lowest wall height, which is problematic in itself. If I would put it on medium wall height, I think I would need to replace all windows and readjust every single staircase. I don't even know if I actually put staircases in it. I do believe I did not, but yeah, essentially what I am doing right now is I'm trying to recreate the little walkway path over the water, over the like pond area. And there's obviously in the original house there's stepping stones where you actually have little gaps in between. I wanted to do it with platforms. Sadly, platforms and foundations don't mix well together, and obviously Sims can't jump from one thing to the other with a gap in between, which isn't really ideal. So I made it work with just a platform serving as a walkway. And obviously this is the part which I enjoy doing the most. It's the foliage part. I think I gave up on the water situation for a while and just focused on cluttering everything up with plants. And if you know me, if you watched any of my builds, I love my planties. I am an absolute massive fan of cluttering everything up with plants, simply because I don't know, it's very, very aesthetically pleasing, at least to me. And I do love myself a planty or 2 more. I kind of want every single build to have a jungle vibe. Thankfully, the Banyan house does have a jungle vibe to it. And yeah, this is me being a child, an absolute child on Christmas Day, to be able to recreate. Obviously, I am using a lot of debug items as well, because, well, debug does have its charms, and I do love myself some nice planties from there as well, because obviously, if it were for me, I would have a pack that solely bases everything on the outside foliage. We have the blooming rooms kit, which is mostly interior plants, and I do want some more outdoor planties because you can never have enough of them. Yeah, this is absolutely madness. I think it goes for a while longer, just me tossing in various different plants, and here and there you will see me just pause for a few moments. If I need longer, I usually pause the recording as well, because I am obviously referencing images I found on the official Banyan House website. They have lots and lots of images of the interior and exterior, and that's basically my guideline for this entire build. And I'm also using some screenshots I have from the reboot of the show itself. And speaking of the show, I would like to take a couple of minutes to tell you about a little campaign that is going on in the Magnum PI fandom as we speak. So season 4 finale aired May 6th, I do believe, and we all were hoping for season 5, especially because the lead actor Jay Hernandez, who plays Magnum, also announced in several interviews that season 5 is a sure thing. Sadly, it was cancelled after only 4 seasons, and it caused an outrage in the fandom, and outrage is mildly put. We immediately organized ourselves. We are posting daily with hashtag SaveMagnumPI on Twitter. We are also very, very active in tagging CBS, NBC, and Universal, as well as different streaming platforms, just to get their attention, and hopefully they will try and do something about saving the show, because like I said, season 4 finale aired almost a month ago. Holy, that's really something. But yeah, the cancellation was announced a week later, and we are doing everything we can. We have a GoFundMe page. Some funds that were donated were used already to buy lace to send to the NBC headquarters, and the remainder of the money is going towards a billboard that we will hopefully get up and running soon as well. We also have a petition on change.org, if I remember correctly, where you can sign it, and basically we are gathering all the signatures we can just to show the showrunners and everybody else, the main guys at NBC, that we mean business and that we want our show back. We are a die-hard fandom, I can tell you that much, and we will do really anything to get our show back. I will leave both links in the description box below in case you are interested in helping or supporting the cause. Even if you tweet a couple of times with hashtag SaveMagnumPI, just say something nice about the show as well. It would really, really help a lot. I will also leave a couple of links below from Twitter accounts that are running this whole thing in the back scenes while the rest of us are just there supporting and doing everything we can to help. So if you have any experiences, especially with billboards, we are kind of looking for somebody who could potentially help us, so any help is welcome, and I will once again leave the links down below. Now back to the video, back to the build at hand. I'm still cluttering everything up with plants. because like I said, the screenshots and the images I have literally show the house being surrounded by foliage. Personally, that's my dream house. Absolutely want to live there. And I was kind of putting focus on this side in particular because in one episode, either in season 3 or season 4, I do believe it's season 3. Honestly, it's been a while since I watched, so it could be either. Don't butcher me in the comments, please. Yeah, essentially, there is a little pathway next to the house itself where Thomas Magnum sneaks into the estate, trying to test out the new security feature that Juliet installed, which is, I do believe, motion sensor cameras. And yeah, the whole shebang happens when he goes from the beach towards the estate and uses like a small gate on the side of the house to get to his target, which is the red Ferrari he usually drives all the time. So I did try to recreate that. I also tried to kind of play around with various debug items again over here just to add more character and a bit of my personal touch to the whole estate. Obviously, this plant cluttering is going on for quite some time, and yeah, like I said, exterior, it's going to be the main focus here, absolutely. But yeah. Finally taking a break from the foliage, I am focusing on the backside, on the pool area of the house, which in itself also has some different features that I love and hate at the same time, because it was a pain to try and recreate it, mainly because I probably should have went ahead and did the whole thing on a platform rather than the foundation, because I would have such an easier time doing this. And once again, I am really slow in this section over here, mainly because I am referencing images from the website and from the show itself. And right now, I do believe I am trying to recreate the kind of half circle around a fire pit, and also trying to work my way around with the pool, because it wasn't originally in this shape as I made it out to be in the last episode. Obviously, again, foliage. This is, I think, my favorite like grass patch area type of plant to use from Island Living. It's just, I don't know how to describe it without sounding too in love with one single item in The Sims, but it's true. I genuinely love this item. Now, the fire pit, I was trying to recreate it, I do believe several times with various different items, and settled with this one in the end. And I think I added something even below. If I am not mistaken, I could be. And this over here, this little thing, again with the island living grass, this little thing over here is like a massive planter with a tree that I tried to make work at least somehow. And in the end, I really loved how this whole area ended up. And I also really love how several different features ended up in this whole area generally, especially this little section over here that basically is an extension, like a kind of, I don't even know how to call it. So yeah, I did realize eventually that it's gonna take a while, so let's forego everything. Let's just ignore that for a little bit and just focus on something else until you figure out in your head how are you going to do that. And this technique, actually just chickening out on things and focusing on something different, it may look like I'm all over the place. Frankly, I am, because it's me, and when am I not all over the place? Let's be real here. But yeah, I did chicken out. I just made a couple little pathways over here, and I do believe I even went ahead and put up some furniture just to put off the need to actually continue with the build. And yeah, essentially that's what I do. I chicken out, I just add details, and here we go. This is the issue I found myself in, because I needed this to be at medium wall height, and I needed the whole house to be on a platform. Did I know that while I first initially built it? No. Did I realize that during the process of building this area right over here? Absolutely yes. Do I feel like a fool? Absolutely yes. And I'm still dreading the moment I will have to actually go ahead and furnish the interior. But then again, that's another that's an issue for future Rhea. And this roof here, I think I finally figured out how to do the roofed, not the roofed section, the glass section, because I was struggling so much in the previous episode, and since then I did kind of play around in different save files, played around in different builds, and I finally got it to work, and it looks like it's supposed to look like, which made me really happy. Obviously it's glitching here and there, but that's just Sims. I can't influence it, because building in Sims is never easy. And here we go. First thing I realized, oh, you need a guest house as well. You are not going to be able to fit a guest house if the main house is centered completely. So I went ahead and scooted it over, also adding more foliage. There's a lot of palm trees. I think there's even a do you call it a hanging mat? Essentially the thing you tie between two trees where you can lounge in. Yeah. And obviously I can't recreate that even if I wanted to. Well, maybe if I had one of those build mods, but I don't. So yeah, essentially I'm trying to recreate the beach, I do believe, because sadly there's no bigger plots than 64 by 64 in Sims 4, and I initially wanted to build this on a little island area. Sadly, it's none of them are big enough, and I would essentially extend the whole house into the ocean. So yeah, I'm working with the lots I can. And this over here, I did notice that the original house had like a row of bamboo all along this outside wall. And I did want to try and recreate that, but then you saw me use the bamboo from Spa Day, but yeah, it was just, do I really want that? It looked kind of clumpy, so I essentially gave up on that. And I also realized that I'm missing a tree in the middle section. So also very quickly recreating that as well. And I am obviously looking up reference pictures as well again, just to be sure that I have everything right. I think I even have the right number of palm trees there as well, but I am not 100% sure. Back to the issue with this whole area, I essentially had to leave it open as is. And I think, yeah, I did add pillars and I think posts, or not posts, spandrels. But I could be wrong because it's been a while since I have recorded this, and now doing a voiceover, it's kind of hard to remember. But essentially, yeah, this is like little furnishing for the outside area, just for me also to get a feel of the entire area, how big of a scale it can actually be, because there's no way I can recreate everything inch by inch as much as I would love that. Now over here, yeah, I'm definitely doing these little lounge chairs, and I'm focusing on this area as well, which is essentially a grill area, or actually a lounge area with a nice table, just so people can enjoy it. And obviously matching colors is definitely hard, and we are slowly and steadily also coming to an end with this video. There it is. This is how I figured I would make this little section above water work, which is essentially just using 4 pillars and putting up a little thing from Island Living, which is really handy, and I'm just adding a couple more of them around the house. Now, not to forget, we do need to have the main circle area where Thomas Magnum always comes in and parks his Ferrari, the little circle bit, which is what I'm working on right now. And yeah, we are really slowly coming to an end to this video. So while you still watch for a couple more minutes, I will already say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, maybe even comment down below, or even subscribe to the channel to help it grow. It really means so very much to me. and it also helps the channel grow. It helps with pushing out more content, so every single bit of help would be very much appreciated. Until next time, bye!